This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to TPC Sawgrass, known for one of the most terrifying holes in all of golf, the 17th Island Green. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action for today's event. Frank, the golfers look ready to go, and if you win here, simply put, Frank, you've won one of the most meaningful championships in the whole sport.
This is the deepest field in professional golf. That's why it's the Players' Championship. Rich, that awkward-looking tee shot where you want to sort of sneak it down the left side, but it runs out there. And if you take it too much over the right, well, there's rough over there as well. It's a sneaky one to start off the first hole. Nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, the approach shot here at the par 4 first. What's the right way to attack?
The much easier flag is down that right side because you can run that ball with the slope to that low side. Tough flag on the left.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Second shot, good look at the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Could really use this one. It's for birdie. -1 in early going. And getting ready for the putt. Good solid par right there. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot. That takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Second shot.
is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Third shot coming up at this par 5. Still a good chance to make birdie.
Yeah, just make sure you have the right number and the right club.
That would be a great look at birdie. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Almost. Wow. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So 2 under early on. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too. You don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Playing a full 180 yards now. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. But it's going to hurt the course.
Holding steady now at 2 under par. Got it for par. Hole number 4 here at TPC Sawgrass. 384-yard par 4 deep fairway bunker to the right of the landing zone. You want to avoid that. What else is there to look out for, Frank?
Those huge mounds on the left, they're just as penal really as the bunker on the right. So this is one where you have to pick an object in the distance. Really focus on that.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, the approach here to the fourth is fraught with peril, isn't it?
3 distinct levels here. There's that sort of small piece in the front right, there's that left side of the green, and that top tier on the right.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, the second here at the fourth is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back. Oh, this looks like it's going to find the target.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Shouldn't be a problem here. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
A good effort and a good par putt. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. The second shot now to the par 4. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
No snack, though. Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Getting set now over the putt. That 4 under par. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
Excellent looking shot here. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selections being spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Score that a birdie. And getting ready for the putt. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Four under on the day. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. A bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pop bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Chance to get it close here. Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Good swing, good shot yet again. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. It's a big putt right here for birdie. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Good read, good line, well played.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. This from 7 feet. That's 2 under par, playing well. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side? The 583-yard par 5 ninth.
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap.
Second shot.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
That one is in the bunker. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just 5 feet left. Excellent roll to 3 under par. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right. is a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Birdie try up next. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Wow, rolling the ball beautifully. Makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5-11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
For birdie. Now 8 under on the day. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer. And also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
Good, clean contact, and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Settles in over the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Shouldn't be a problem here. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey, drop shot here at the 13th. This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Impressive. Once again, that's a par. Remaining at 5 under. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Not easy to control from that kind of a lie, is it, Frank?
No, obviously you could see in the back of his mind, don't go left. So it just depends how far right this is going to finish.
He'll need to be strong with this. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole. 8-foot putt here. Just misses. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed a bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
He has this for par. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par, and now at 5 under par. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich. There's mounding. There's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Clean this up with a tap. Now at 5 under for the round. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. And from the fairway for his second shot here. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough, he's digging in. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Now to 7 under par. Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club?
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine. It's no snack, though. Oh, now that is going to hurt.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Locked in on the read and the speed. Really has it going at 5 under. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot.
Good-looking shot right here. Just a beautiful approach shot. Now his final approach shot of the day just wants to go out in style.
One more good swing.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Really. This is that awkward length.
So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Settles in over the putt. And with that, a very strong performance. It's a round of 66. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up one. So after all that, it's a bogey. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Frank, this will be from 200 yards, second shot. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Third shot now from the bunker. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And so just getting started, even par so far for par. Still playing even for the day after the par. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. He'll need to be strong with this.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs. And this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in two. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realise this par 5 has teeth.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. Nice.
Looks good.
Second shot.
Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. Frank, at this, the highest level of the game, the margins are so razor thin between winning and losing. It becomes about not wasting shots, and I think that's why players really enjoy stroke play.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Rich. That's why the best players, they want every shot to count, and the best format of golf that requires that is stroke play. In match play, you can get away with a big number. In stroke play, they want it to be a body of work, every single shot adding to the score.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. To -2 early in the round. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Frank, as we stand here at the 4th and look out, no mistaking where we're at. I know I'm having some lobster for dinner tonight.
Or some clam chowder. The best comes from this area. Well, actually for the ocean, though, anything that strays a little left off this tee will find that ocean. And believe me, there's been more than one ball hit down there. Generous fairway, that's really the goal, in the tiniest of green. If you find the green, you're going to have a birdie putt. Very short one indeed. I'm loving that balance.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Second shot. Good look at the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Getting set now over the putt.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there. And, good thing, too. He's actually putting well.
That takes him to 1 under on the day. Now at the 5th hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, just sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Good contact, good result. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, this has been impressive. Game plan, stuck to it, hitting some quality shots.
He's really done his homework on the golf course, swinging well, and there's a few holes to go too. And this round could get even better.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. This, the second shot here at the par 4. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Love it with a nice splash out of the bunker. It lands softly and just runs out right next to the hole. Beautiful shot. Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Three under on the day. Now at the 6th hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep. So really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Now to the 7th hole here at Lighthouse Point. Frank, we all love the shorter par 4s.
There's so many decisions to be made here at 7. If you look at the scorecard, it's not very long, but when you start to flash your driver down that right side, you'll notice that fairway gets very narrow. So the decision is really that's the prudent play or not. From there, it's just a short iron in, and you should be looking at birdie.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. What a great shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Locked in on the read and the speed. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just a couple of feet. -3 now for the round. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. This one has a chance to be close. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that. It's no snack, though.
Wow, rolling the ball beautifully, makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
Good work right there, now to 6 under. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
Second shot.
That is is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Now his third, staring right at the green. This is a good-looking shot. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
He has this putt for birdie. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Moves to -8. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it. There's something about a well-hit shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out.
And that's where the men separate themselves from the boys. That was just a beautiful bunker shot.
That's skill right there. Oh, what an incredible shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is the second shot at the par 4.
in the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. That one is in the bunker. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. And getting ready for the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Now -10 for the round. Now to the 13th hole, and Frank, this could make you quake in your soft spikes. 702 yards, par 5. It might should be a par 6 or a 7.
Well, I think a few people will make 6 or 7 here. You're right. This is a rarity in golf, 700 yards. So forget about any thought of even getting close to this par 5 and 2. Plus, just to add insult to injury, the 2 bunkers off the tee are perfectly placed. They're about 298 yards, smack bang in the middle of that. I doubt you can get past those, but you need a good drive, really, to try and leave yourself a short third shot.
Good contact, good result. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
What a beautiful roll right there. Dead center. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that hurts. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. So a tester from 4 feet. Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot from 120. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here. Well, it's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. He'll need to be strong with this. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And another fun hole here at Lighthouse Point. It's the last par 3 on the back nine as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. This one has a good line. This one looks good. Might like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 17th hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead, and Frank, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh,
but
it's one of the best.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. But what a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You can see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. With magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Nice position, short grass, second shot. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh, I thought he had that. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. These putts keep the round together. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Building something very special at 12 under par. Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. you can't get there from here. Or can you at this par 4 finishing hole? Excellent lie, 155 yards away. That is another laser right at the flagstick. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Getting set now over the putt. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Score that a birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an unbelievable round thus far, and 12 under on the day. Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.